Hey everyone, it's Cathy Zielske for Simon Says Stamp, back with another installment of Easy with me, CZ. Today I'm going to show you a very quick card project that's going to look different every time and is so easy to do. Let's take a look at the products I'm using. Here's a look at the products I'm going to use today to create my very simple card. And all you need for this are some ink cubes, some large floral design, it can be any that you have in your stash, and some black ink and some white cardstock. So let's get started. I'm going to use colors that work together on the rainbow. They are analogous colors. Let's zoom in here a little. And I'm going to start at the top, and all I'm going to be doing is dragging my ink like that. It can look choppy, bloppy, does not matter, okay? We're going to get it, swipe it, just however it comes out. You can do this and it will look different almost every time you do it, which that is part of the fun. Look at that, so cool. And you can start in different places, right? It does not have to be all in the same place. Go at a square, go at an angle, just swipe. That's it. That is phase one. And here's what's kind of fun about this. You can do a bunch of these panels at once and see which ones you like the best, but I'm just going to let that dry for a second. It is dye ink, it's water-based, so it dries very quickly, and then we're going to stamp our floral over the top. Next, I've got my MISTI stamp positioner here, and I'm going to stick this down onto my sticky mat. This is a grip mat. It is the 6.5 by 8.5 size. And that way, when I take my large stamp, and again, any floral will work. I love this stamp set because I love the greetings. I think they're beautiful, and this is a gorgeous bloom. And then just pick whatever side you want to have on your image. Now I need to come down a little because I'm too high up because it's such a big stamp, because I want it to bleed, which just means extend off the top like that. All right. I am going to pick this up, and I'm going to take a little piece of scrap paper, just a Post-it note up here, because I don't really need to get ink all over my sticky mat. Here, clear that a little, and we will ink this up. I'm going to use my Rainbow Splash black ink, and we'll just ink up our image. And we'll bring this down and transfer the ink. The one thing that I love about doing this is it's modern and it's funky, and you don't have to color all of the things. All right, we're going to get a little more ink on that. Very light. And press. And look at how pretty that is. And now I have a panel that goes all the way to the edge. I'm going to trim this down just a little. While I'm here, I'll just stick this down, another scrap here, and I'm going to stamp the sending love and hugs for my greeting. And I'm just going to stamp this in black ink. I'm going to use a smaller cube here. And drop it down. I'll hit it one more time. And then I will use the coordinating die to cut that out. I'm going to crop this down using one of my layers dies here, and this is going to be 3.5 by 4 3/4. And what's so nice about this is you can come down a little bit on your image, have the crop be however you like, and I will go ahead and run this through my die cut machine. So now I have my panel for my card. And now I'll bring this over and add the coordinating die to cut this out. I'm going to put a little piece of Easy C tape just to hold that in place. Even though my mat is magnetic, sometimes they stick down really well and other times they need a little help. So go ahead, and I'm going to cut 2 of these out so that this greeting has a little dimension. All right, I'm going to glue these 2 layers together with some liquid glue here. And that way this greeting will have a little more heft to it. Like that. Now I will take some thin foam squares. These are now packaged from Simon Says Stamp as thin and just 3D foam squares, so it's very easy to figure out which ones are which. And I will put a few of these on my greeting so that I can pop this up with a little dimension, but not too much dimension. I love a good thin foam square. On the back here, I have some Big Mama foam tape, and my greeting is probably going to be right down there. Oh, love it. All right, let me get a note card prepared. I have a piece of white cardstock. Again, you could pick up any of the colors. And in fact, you know what? Let me see here. Let me grab a different color. I think I'm going to mix it up here because I think that the Audrey blue would be very pretty on this. So let's do that. Right, I've got my Simon Says Stamp scoreboard here. I'm going to go ahead and score this right at the 5.5 mark, like that. Fold that down, and I will give that a nice press with my Teflon bone folder. We are going to take the backers off of the foam strips. And I will pop this right onto my note card. Then we'll take the backers off of the foam squares. Now I am going to add just a little bit of liquid glue to the foam squares, just because sometimes when I stick them down, that might not be straight or exactly how I want it. And here I have a nice little flat area at the bottom, but this way we're just gonna have this be right down here, sort of offset. You could put, although you know what, I like it in the center too. Oh shoot. You know, I think I'm gonna go in the center. Yeah, I like seeing the leaves. All right, let's come here, make sure that is straight. My T-square. So cute. Now I'll just add something shiny to finish off the card. Here I've got some sequins. These are confetti style. This is called Starshine, a nice silver. We're just going to do 5 to add a little shine to finish off this simple design. Boop. And always boop. Make sure you're doing this style of sequin in a cup shape, so the cup is against the cardstock. Boop. And we'll just extend that right out of the color area. Boop. Like that. And that's our finished card. So it's very simple to take some ink pads, your little cubes, swipe them. It's going to look different every time. Stamp on a beautiful floral just in black ink only. Keep your greeting very simple with the black as well. Pop it onto a note card that coordinates, and you have an easy, lovely finished card project. Thanks so much for watching today. You can find links to the blog post with more details on the Simon Says Stamp blog in the YouTube description box. If you're not a subscriber to the Simon channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time we post. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you back here next month.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.